Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So let's start today's class. As we have been studying reported speech since last two classes. So it's my third video on reported speech. So as of now we have discussed regarding changes in tenses and regarding changes in pronoun. So today we are going to discuss conversion of interrogative sentences in reported speech. Okay, so let us begin today's session. The reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire or command, etc. Okay, so you must know that which part of statement is known as reporting verb and which part of the statement known as reported speech. In my each video I discuss about it. So in my all last videos I have told you about it. So once again I am going to tell you the verb which is written with before comma. So that is called reporting verb, and the statement which is written within double inverted comma is called reported speech. Okay, so what is the first rule regarding conversion of interrogative sentences? The reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire, demand. So the said or said to of reporting verb, said or said to, is changed into ask, inquire, demand, suggestion, etc. according to the sense of reported speech. So once again I am repeating here, reporting verb said or said to is changed into ask, inquire, command, suggested, advised, requested, etc. according to reporting verb. But here we are talking about only interrogative sentences. So in such sentences, if reported speech is an interrogative sentence, then reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire or demand. Okay beta, if reported speech is an interrogative sentence, then reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire or demand. Okay, next one, no conjunction is used to introduce the reported speech if the question begins with an interrogative words such as what, who, whose, which, when, where, why, how, whom. If reported speech starts with the WH word, why, when, how, where, why, etc., then in order to join reporting verb and reported speech, we don't use any conjunction. Okay, earlier in assertive sentences we were using conjunction that in order to join reporting verb and reported speech. Now if reported speech is in interrogative sentence, we need not use any conjunction. Okay, so now we are not going to use conjunction that. Okay, so as we know that interrogative sentences are of two types. Okay, the sentences which start with WH word, the sentences which begin with WH words, what, who, whose, which, when, where, why, how, whom, etc. And the sentences which begin with helping verbs do, does, is, are, am, was, were, has, have, had, did, etc. Okay, so such type of interrogatives are also known as yes or no answer type questions. Okay, so there are two types of interrogative. You must remember it. Okay, so no conjunction is used to introduce the reported speech if the question begins with an interrogative words such as what, who, whose, which, when, where, why, how, whom. If or whether is used to introduce the reported speech if the question begins is in yes or no and begins with a helping verb. Okay, if it is yes or no, if reported speech is yes or no answer type question, then we use if or whether to start to begin such sentences. Okay, in order to join reporting verb and reported speech, we use if or whether when reported speech starts with helping verb, when it is yes or no answer type question. Okay, if it is WH type question, we begin such sentences with the same WH word. Okay, now let us go through examples to understand it better. Ram said, "Shall I ever cheat you?" So it is here you can see that reported speech is yes or no type question. Shall I ever cheat you? So it is yes or no type question. So what we learned, we have just learned that, we have just discussed that if reporting verb is yes or no type question, so we need not use conjunction, that we are going to use if or whether in order to join reporting verb and reported speech. And said or said to is changed into asked, enquired, wondered, etc. Okay, so Ram wondered if he would ever cheat me. So once again look at the structure. Here said is converted into wondered. Okay, so according to the sense of reported speech, we have to change helping verb said. Okay, so here shall I ever cheat you shows a wonder, so that is why said is changed into wondered. So Ram wondered if, so we use if in order to join reporting verb to reported speech. If, so I is first person pronoun, so according to Ram I will be changed into he. If he, and with I we use shall, but for the same in future with he we use will, so that is why shall is changed into would. Okay, because I is changed into he, so with he we use will, so that is why shall is changed into would. If he would ever cheat me, so you is the pronoun of second person, so here Ram said, so Ram said to whom, it is me here hidden object, so according to that hidden object you is changed into me. Okay, so Ram said, shall I ever cheat you? In indirect, Ram wondered if he would ever cheat me. Okay, so now example number 2. He said to us, has he been spinning since yesterday? He said to us, has he been spinning since yesterday? So it is also interrogative yes or no type question. So let's start. He said to is changed into asked. He asked us. So once again we are going to use if or whether in order to join reporting verb to reported speech, because it is yes or no type question. So he asked us if he had been spinning since the previous day, and yesterday it changed into the previous day. Some words showing time and showing nearness, they are also changed. So we will discuss about them in the coming videos. Okay. So he asked if. So here he is the pronoun of third person. So that is why it remains the same. So and it is present perfect continuous, and it is changed into past perfect continuous. If he had been spinning since the previous day. Next, you said to me, why are you making mischief? You said to me, why are you making mischief? So it is interrogative WH type. So you asked me why I was making mischief. In interrogative WH word, we don't use if or whether. We use the same word as connector. In interrogative WH word, we use the same word why, how, when, etc. as connector. Okay. You said to me, why are you making mischief? You asked me why. Now you and yes, one very important thing which I forgot to share with you. You know, this interrogative part is converted into assertive one. Yes, we must remember it. This interrogative part is converted into assertive one. You can see that here question mark in direct speech, but in indirect there is no question mark. It is converted into assertive. In the second example, you can also see that it has been converted into assertive. So if it is interrogative in direct speech, so while changing it into indirect speech, we change it into assertive. You must remember it. Okay. So why are you making mischief? You asked me why. So you is pronoun of second person. So according to me, it is changed into I, because me is object of I, and you has been used here at the place of subject. So converted into I. I was making mischief, and it is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is changed into past continuous tense. So that is why I was making mischief. It is changed into past continuous tense. Okay. So now let us move to the next slide. Yes. In this slide, we are going to learn conversion of imperative sentences. As of now, we have discussed changes in tenses of reported speech, changes in reporting verb, changes in pronoun, changes in reported speech and reporting verb if reported speech is in interrogative sentence. So now we are going to discuss conversion of imperative sentences. If reported speech is in imperative sentence, so what changes are going to take place? Okay students, so let us begin. Conversion of imperative sentences. So change the reporting verb according to the sense. So we change the reporting verb according to the sense. So reporting verb is converted into requested. If it is request, then it is converted into requested, begged, asked, appealed, etc. If it is advised, then it is converted into advised. Here not C, S should be there, so please correct it. advise, in this one it is correct, but here advise, because we are going to use verb, not noun. Okay, so it is advise, please correct it. Okay, advise, forbid, urge, etc. So if the sentence in reported speech expresses request, then we have to change said to into requested or begged or asked or appealed according to the sense of reported speech. If it shows advised, then we have to change it into advised, forbidden, urged according to the sense of reported speech. If it shows order, then we have to change it into ordered, commanded, told, etc. according to the sense of reported speech. The imperative word is changed into infinitive by putting to before the verb. You must remember, the imperative word, the imperative sentence of reported speech starts with to, begins with to. So the imperative word is changed, the imperative word is changed into infinitive by putting to before the verb. In case of negative, we use not to. So once again, let me revise the rules. When direct speech is in imperative sentences, then what changes will be taking place? First one, reporting verb is changed according to the sense of reported speech. If reported speech expresses request, then said or said to of reported speech is changed into requested, begged, asked, appealed, etc. If it shows advice, then it is changed into advised, forbidden, urged, etc. If it shows order, then reporting verb is changed into ordered, commanded, told, etc. Okay, and the imperative word is changed into infinitive by putting to before the verb. It means we begin reported speech in indirect narration with to. In case of negative, we use not to. In case of negative, not to is used. Okay, so let us move to the next slide. Yes, now go through these examples. Direct. The teacher said to the boys, stand up on your benches. So what is it? It's an order. The teacher said to the boys, stand up on your benches. So here students, now first of all we have to change said to according to the sense of reported speech, and reported speech is stand up on your benches. So it shows an order. So we are going to change said to into ordered. So the teacher ordered the boys. So after finishing this part, we have to start reported speech with the to. Okay, so the teacher ordered the boys to stand up on their benches. So your is second pronoun of second person, so it will be changed according to object, and object is boys. So according to boys, your will be changed into there. Okay, so the teacher said to the boys, stand up on your benches. So in indirect, the teacher ordered the boys to stand up on their benches. Okay, so once again let me tell you the changes which has took place, the changes which have took place while changing an imperative sentence to into indirect speech. Okay, so the teacher said to the boys, stand up on your benches. So here first of all we are going to change said to according to the sense of reported speech. So reported speech expresses here an order given by the teacher to the boys. So that is why we are going to change said to into ordered. So the teacher said to the boys, stand up on your benches. So said to will be changed into ordered. Okay, and we are going to start reported speech with the to. Okay, to stand up on. Now your is the pronoun of second person. So according to boys it will be changed into their benches. The teacher ordered the boys to stand up on their benches. Okay, next one. The teacher said to the boys, don't make a noise. The teacher said to the boys, don't make a noise. Don't make a noise. So indirect. Okay, now again, so here teacher is giving an order. So said to will be changed into ordered. So the teacher ordered the boys. So don't, we have just discussed that here. No, don't in case of negative it is changed into not to. So that is why don't will be changed into not to. So the teacher ordered the boys not to make a noise. Okay, so let us move on to the next slide. Yes, so now we are going to discuss the sentences which start with, which begin with let. Okay, so dear students, as we know that let is used in two ways in a sentence. Let is used in two ways. First of all, let means a type of order. For example, the principal said to the peon that let the candidate come in. The teacher said to the peon, let the candidate come in. So what does it shows? It shows an order here. So let is used in two ways. First, let means a type of order. It shows an order. And the second one, let is also used to make a proposal. So we also use let to make a proposal. For example, my friends said to me, let's go for playing football. So what is it? It is making a proposal. So let can be used by two ways in a sentence. First, in order to express order, okay, and sometime also request, please let me come in. So it shows request. So let can be used in imperative sentences as well as in sentences which are making proposals. So let is used in two ways. First, let means a type of order. Second, let is also used to make a proposal. Okay, so now let us go through the examples where let has been used for making an order, and in other sentences it has been used for making proposals. Okay, example 1, in direct speech, father said to me, let the child play in the garden. So what does it? It shows an order. So father said to me, let the child play in the garden. So it shows an order. Father, so here said to, as it is reported speech is an imperative sentence. So now here said or said to will be changed according to the sense of reported speech. So reported speech expresses the sense of order. So that is why we are going to change here said to into ordered or told. Okay. So either on in order or in told. Okay. So father ordered or father told me to let, because it is an imperative sentence, so we are going to follow the rules of imperative sentences here. In imperative sentences we change said or said to according to the sense of reported speech. So here reported speech expresses an order, so that is why we are the rules of imperative sentences. So said to will be changed into ordered or told. So father ordered me. So now imperative we in indirect speech we begin imperative sentence with to. So we are going to start it with to. So father ordered or father told me to let the child play in the garden. Okay. Manish said, come, let us play cricket. So what is it? It's an proposal. So it's an proposal. So sentences which make proposal, so we changed them into indirect speech according to the rules of affirmative. Okay, sentences making proposal in direct speech are changed according to the rules of assertive. Okay, so in assertive we use that in order to join reporting verb to reported speech. So that is why we are going to use conjunction that here. Beta, please don't get confused. As I told you that let can be used in two ways. First, let means a type of order, means let can be used in imperative sentences. So when let is used in imperative sentences, we are going to follow the rules of imperative sentences. And let can also be used to make proposal. So if let is used to make proposal, so in that condition, while changing a direct narration to indirect narration, we are going to use the rule of assertive sentence. Okay, so father said to me, let the child play in the garden. So father ordered or told me to let the child play in the garden. So we have followed the rule of imperative sentence. But in second one, Manish said, come, let us play cricket. So it shows an proposal. Manish said, come, let us play cricket. It shows an proposal. So that is why we are going to follow the rule of assertive sentence. In assertive sentences, we change said or said to into told, but here Manish is making proposal, so we are going to change said or said to into proposed. Okay, so Manish proposed that. So let us is changed into they should or we should. Okay, so let us is changed, we remove let, and this us is changed into they should or we should. You always keep it remember, when let is used for making and proposal, so we convert us into we should or they should, and we join reporting verb to reported speech with conjunction that, and said or said to is changed, is converted into proposed. Okay, so Manish proposed that we should play cricket. So Manish proposed that we should play cricket or they should play cricket. Both are correct here. Okay, Manish proposed that they should play cricket or Manish proposed that we should play cricket. Okay, so we should and they should, both are correct here. So students, for this video, so this is enough. So in my coming videos I will be discussing more about the same chapter. I will also be discussing the questions which are asked in board examination on the basis of direct and indirect speech. Okay, so on reported speech based questions will be discussed, examination style questions will be discussed in the coming videos. So thank you for watching. If any doubt, let me know in my online classes. I will clear your doubt in my online classes. So thank you for watching the videos.